In the snowy city, a loyal friend. Once upon a time, in a snowy city, there lived a dog who was the best friend of a little boy every day. The child would play with the dog, run in the snowy forest, and speak loving words to him. The dog, in return, would protect the child with boundless love and always stay by his side. As time passed, the child grew up, and he started spending less time with the dog. When he began going to school and hanging out with friends more often, their playtime together decreased. The dog couldn't express his sadness, as he still loved the child and took pride in being his loyal friend. One day, the child's family decided to move to a new house. It was an exciting change the child was eagerly waiting for. Their new home was situated in a wooded area, surrounded by houses covered in snow. The new house was farther away from their previous one, and the child was now occupied with school and other activities. As days went by, the dog's heart filled with sorrow. The child was no longer showing the same interest in him. However, the dog remained his steadfast companion and found great joy in being with him. One day, the dog noticed the child leaving the house. With a sad expression, he asked what was wrong, and the child explained that he was going to the animal shelter to help take care of the dogs. There, this act of compassion ignited a glimmer of hope in the dog's heart. The next day, the dog followed the child all the way to the shelter. The child loved the dogs, played with them, and showered them with affection. The dog's eyes sparkled with understanding. He realized that the child was genuinely seeking a home filled with friendship for those dogs in need. At the shelter, the child formed a special bond with one particular dog. This dog looked old and abandoned. In that moment, a decision was made in the child's heart. He was going to take this dog home with him. When the child explained to his family why he chose this elderly dog, they were equally moved by his compassion and decided to welcome the dog into their family. From that day on, the old dog became the child's loyal friend. The child cared for him with love, played with him, and always made him feel like the best companion. The old dog spent his final years in a warm and loving home, filled with the child's affection and friendship. This story reminds us that true friendship is precious. Even as time changes in the snowy city, loyal friends discover life's beauty together and carry that bond in their hearts. Loyal friends always deserve love and companionship, and holding them in our hearts brings everlasting happiness.